Hi everybody, welcome back to Dave's Math channel. I'm your host David Tare, and this is my continuing feature on the Math Lovers book. And since today is Saturday, every Saturday I feature the biography of a famous mathematician. These are in volume 2, the end of volume 2. I discuss 80 bios of famous mathematicians throughout history chronologically. I'm up to the 15th of those, and that one is Gerolamo Cardano, who was an Italian mathematician who lived from 1501 to 1576. And he was pretty famous. He was famous for a number of things, but I think the thing he's most famous for was he was the inventor of probability theory. And I'm not going to get into probability theory until chapter 15, almost the end of volume 2. It's a very important area of math. The other things he did were he was one of several Italian mathematicians from the 15th and 16th century who figured out how to solve general cubic and quartic equations. In other words, find the roots of cubic and quartic polynomials analytically. In terms of radical expressions, it turns out you can go up to degree 4, but you can't go any higher in general. But anyway, I have another slide here on probability theory. Probability theory is very important, and Cardano was a gambler, as were several other mathematicians of that time who were interested in probability theory. It kind of makes sense. I mean, he wanted to know how to gamble successfully, in particular, how to play dice games and win by knowing how to bet on the dice. And, probability theory, just to give you a little bit of a basic outline of what it's about. I think you guys know that if you're playing with fair dice, if you're just rolling one die, one fair six-sided die, the probability of the die landing on a particular number, in particular 5, they show here, is 1 out of 6, 1/6. And you can do this experimentally. You can roll it a bunch of times, see how many times it lands on 5. You'll find if you do it enough times that that percentage approaches 1/6. So that's kind of the basics of probability theory. That's what Cardano invented, a very important area of math. So anyway, that concludes my feature on Gerolamo Cardano. Thank you for watching. Long live math, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.